What's up, fool? What's up, fool? Podcast. Felipeesparza right here wearing his tracksuit, legendary tracksuit.
Oh, shit.
With his brand new Adidas. Check them out. And man, if you're a shoe guy, you wish you had these right now.
Oh, damn.
Boom. That's right. Collaboration, baby. A collaboration. And these are the type of shoes that I could only wear sitting down. Because when I make a step on his right foot, it hurts the hell out of my foot.
What's that brand with the star? Is that...
I don't know, bro. What's up with one shoe hurting, the other shoe don't hurting?
Is it the foot or the shoe?
The foot.
The foot.
Well, so when I bend with my right foot to walk, right here, it feels like there's a belt buckle in there.
Oh, I know what you mean. Like,
You guys hear me all right?
maybe,
I can hear you.
I
Am I
think
going in and out?
one foot's tighter, bro. I mean, one foot's bigger.
One
swollen.
foot's always a half a size bigger.
I know what you mean. Sometimes, or maybe,
Lengthwise.
Or maybe the tongue is kind of twisted in where like it kind of hits you hard.
My right foot's 12, my left foot's 11 and a half.
You know, let's blame him on the fucking terrorists, homie.
Like when I walk on these shoes, man, like this, the left one is fine, man, but the right one is just hurting right away, man. So I know that these shoes are going to be shoes that I'm going to be walking around airports, showing off. These are shoes that I'm probably going to wear on a podcast or if I do a show that's only 10 minutes long.
Just the stage.
Just
Yeah,
for looks, not for
Just for looks. I'm not going to, nah, man, I'm going to die wearing these.
They're turtle shell Adidas.
Maybe I could give them to a fatter guy than me, like a guy who's size 12, but his right foot is 14. And he could just wear them, get them off loose.
I know a guy, bro.
Wear him in.
I heard of a famous comedian that has people breaking their shoes, dude, the new shoes. They don't
Really?
hurt. Yeah, dude.
Joe Coy.
I
I heard of that. I heard
Podcaster, but
I heard that. I saw a video where Joe Coy had those Air Force 100s or Jordans, whatever he has, and he said that he wears them all the way till he gets a scuff. You know the little scratch, the little wrinkle you get when you bend your tennis shoes.
The crease.
Once he gets a crease, he stops wearing them and gets brand new ones.
So where do they go to the museum or somebody gets them?
I don't know. He probably gives them to Edwin San Juan. I don't know. But he doesn't wear them with a wrinkle on the shoes. Me, bro, I wear shoes till they start feeling like sandals, bro.
Until
Start feeling the ground, huh? The floor.
like
What's the most you ever pay for tennis shoes right now?
the most probably like $100.
Me, like $140, bro. And I had to order them ahead of time, and it was worth it. But later on, dog, the motherfucker dropped to 50.
Damn, dude.
That's
Like,
how horrible those shoes
You
are.
got them in the beginning, though. That's why,
Yeah.
huh?
Cause skating
You
shoes.
gotta wait a little bit.
Skating shoes they don't cost that much, but like the
Now
most.
they do. They're all
Now,
100
I mean,
bucks.
now they are, but I go to Ross to get them, you know. But fucking, I remember probably the most expensive shoes I had was my friend. He gave me some Jordans he had, and I gave them to Johnny, and he fucking like.
Look up on Wall Bonner Adidas shoes. These shoes, canvas, bro. When they first came out, they were
Old school.
$325.
Goddamn.
But then they dropped to $250, and I finally got them
Nice.
for under $100. Not those. They're canvas. They don't make them no more. They're like hard to get now.
Damn, dude.
They're made out of canvas. Yeah, they're not even there because they're hard to find now. Okay, right there. The one that says Nizza right there, Nizza. The one that says Nauza, whatever, up there, above the purple one. It says right above sneaker up there, right above sneaker. It says sneaker, and then it says, I don't know what it says, jersey.
You said Wales Bonner.
Right above. Wells Bonner, bro.
That green one.
Right
was
above.
One. Oh, there you go.
No, not that one. I gotta go back. Not that one.
That made out of
Right above
cheetah?
right there where it says Nizza. What does that say up there?
These original Wales Bonner.
Up there, see it says sneaker, then it says jersey. Click on that shoe right next to jersey.
The Niza.
Yeah, click on those.
Those are nice, man.
You see them? Oh, you see the shoes? No.
Is that a football player or some shit?
I don't see the shoe.
So right there it says Niza. You
Yeah,
see?
look, click on the one
Yellow
that says Niza.
So like up. So I'll show you.
Yeah, man. Up
Track. Que se me cayó. Ahí, wait.
there. The mic.
Niza.
Aquí arriba.
Don't talk without the mic. Okay, right there. Click on that one. Nizza.
Niza.
Okay, those.
Hey, those look like
They
your
look
pants, bro.
expensive though, dude. Those should look
Yeah,
hard,
man.
dog.
They look like two shoes in one, dude.
Yeah, so those like, not those. We'll go back. Anyways, but they're not even up there, bro, because they're that good. They're called Wall Bonner. What's it called?
Wales Bonner.
Wells Bonner canvas shoes, bro. And they're like, I only wore them once, bro. Let me tell you, bro, those motherfuckers feel uncomfortable, dog.
Really?
So I bought them, bro. And I also have another collection, bro. They're called Team Sisu Adidas from that movie Life Aquatic.
Oh, okay. Like,
Hey, but you know what? Those are soccer shoes, fool. They're all narrow in the front.
Bro, I didn't even know they were soccer shoes, bro.
Yeah,
Like,
dog. Adidas. That's how they started, dude.
so those are soccer like
Indoor,
the ones like
I guess they're
those campus shoes are pretty much soccer shoes with the cleats.
Yeah, that one, Sambas.
Samba.
Yeah. Even what's his name had from that movie, fucking the actor that's all skinny now.
How about yours, bro? What those cost?
These are John Morant's. They're retail for $140, but I got them for $79.99.
Whoa.
They're called what?
John Morant's. The Nikes.
What's the most you spend on shoes?
About $140 the most.
The most, but you like, do you ever like waited for the foods to come out?
Fuck yeah, you gotta wait on sale and shit. I went on that Nike sneaker one to get the new Jordans, but they didn't pick my ass.
How much were they?
Those were $140.
Damn, it's crazy.
As soon as you buy them for $140, out the door somebody will pay $3, huh?
Yeah, if you get them when everybody wants them, because the new Kobe's are that way. Also, that fool Booker from Phoenix got a bunch of shoes, and those ones like they'll buy them for $140 and then retail them at $4.
How about you, Rizzo? You just wait for that swap meet to open to get banned?
I go to what's it called? I mean, I go to skate shops.
Tres hermanos.
A lot of skate shops do have sales.
Because they overbuy and shit, and then you get them cheaper at the end when nobody has them.
Yeah,
but it's always those sizes, though, those odd sizes.
So like I'll go to the skate shops and like after like a couple months they'll go down and then they have some good because like New Balances they got into the skate game pretty late and
That's what I
then
was gonna tell you real quick.
they probably make the best skate shoes right now.
Well, you're gonna believe
New
this,
Balance.
I was gonna just tell you real fast, just on shoes. How old you go back is Vans used to be $25, and the OG the Chuck Taylors were $19.99 back in the day. Those things are $80 now, bro.
These are actually hard to find.
Not to interrupt, but just to
I don't
let you
skate
know.
these because these are the the classic Vans.
Yeah.
These are the only
That's
ones
what
that
I'm
are
saying.
suede. Like you don't see these. These are
Oh,
like
hell no, they're all canvas.
yeah. So they don't make these anymore. So I don't skate them because
basic ass shit, fool.
I had these since 2019.
God damn,
I know.
artifacts.
Because
I
you
can smell
can't
it from here.
you can't find these anymore. So like yeah.
What are you gonna say, fool?
Those are suede?
These are suede because it's got the classic Vans look, like the candles, but these are the only suede ones right here.
That's an OG Vans right there.
Yeah.
I saw this when I was at Eric Andre's party. There was a guy there named Lance. He's a director. He directed a lot of Jackasses, a lot of HBO specials, bro. A lot of music videos. That fool has some Adidas, and I looked them up. They were $500.
Shut the fuck! Really?
Yeah,
were
they were Grateful Dead, Jerry Garcia. Look for the Grateful Dead, Jerry Garcia Adidas. They're $500, and they're like, it looks like they're suede, and they have like cherry cloth, but very thick, kind of like Jerry Garcia's curly hair.
Damn, dude.
Look it up, bro. Jerry Garcia, not the comedian, the musician.
What's up, dog?
Grateful
Adidas.
Dead.
Adidas.
Damn, those
Yeah,
look
bro,
sick.
he
Those
had-
right there. Wait.
He had those orange ones.
Those are the Nike ones. I think the ones on the right.
Oh, the ones
huh?
that are right, Adidas. They're Adidas ones, I think.
Damn, dude. But you can find some good. Damn. You can find some really good shoes that are kind of like that. They make what's it called? They
collab,
collabs, dude. Because I saw some Pacifico and fucking Etnies shoes at the skate shop, dude.
Didn't Lakai has the
Yeah,
little
Lakai,
collab.
Lakai has the Lakai Pacifico, and in the colors it has the Pacifico thing. I'm like, dude, those are sick, dude. But nobody buys
But
them.
they're only gonna make one version of
Yeah.
them, so those are gonna be rare forever, dude.
When they do collabs with graffiti artists, it's never.
Those, yeah, there you go. Those are Pacifico Lacais,
Those
dude.
are nice, dude.
Those are tight,
Those are
bro.
badass.
Dude, they're $250. They're like fucking $50 the other day.
Yeah,
Oh, dude, those are
Zoomies.
badass. Dude. Even at 250, bro, 10 and a half.
Yeah.
Shit.
I'll try to find them at the skate shop,
Look
bro.
at that shoebox, dog.
That's badass. That's
Yeah.
a Pacifico box.
Yeah,
fool.
dude.
They have some.
Oh
some
hell
t-shirts and
no,
shit.
man! That's a nice shoe.
Dude, I saw those
They
recently.
look like Bart Simpsons though.
Yeah, totally. That little color scheme right there.
They're like Kai, but they're not fucking Though I have but I have the Towley, bro, from South Park Adidas.
Those are hard. The little light blue ones.
In the sun, the eyes turn red, and the tongue, there's a little pocket, bro, for a little bolsita, bro.
Do they still make them, or
They
do
still
you?
make them, bro.
But the cool
Really?
thing about them, they
Bro.
feel like the towel.
Yeah, and then right there, you can't wear those for too long, bro.
Why?
Start raining, put them away,
you'll
bro.
fuck 'em up,
You'll
bro.
fuck them up.
Yeah.
Oh, and the shoestring, look at the little bolsita right there. You
Yeah.
put it in there.
That's cool, dude.
And then the
hard,
shoestring
dude.
and little joints.
Tight.
Hell yeah, I'll wear those on 420 and put them away.
I don't know if you remember when they first came out. I mean, we all did it, but I didn't get chosen on that little raffle either, dude.
I didn't
For
either.
these?
Yeah.
My niece got them
Adidas,
for
you
me.
get on- yeah. But she's a sneakerhead. She
She's a
finds them, right?
sneakerhead, bro. There.
Yeah, man.
There's this pro skater,
to have a
this
plug, fool.
Asian guy for Nike, and when his shoe released, a lot of sneakerheads were trying to get the shoes, but the skate shops were like, you need to know how to do a kickflip before you buy the shoes, because
Really?
they wanted to cut out the
Some
what's it called?
bullshit.
Yeah, I know. I'm like, what if you can't walk? You know, what if like you're like you have arthritis? You know?
Have you ever
Sellers, fool.
you guys ever see the collaboration that Mr. Cartoon did with Nike?
No.
He made look at Mr. Cartoon Nike collab. He made the Nike swoosh. Pretty much the shoe looks like somebody designed it in San Quentin State Penitentiary, because he made the tongue look like a blue bandana, and bro, he really drew a lot of LA shit. Look at that.
Damn.
Those they're hard to find, bro.
Oh, they're first ones.
Especially if you signed them.
Yeah. Look at
See the Cortez ones, dude.
I like
Yeah.
the yellow ones. Those look fucking.
There he is.
Those Cortez ones look hard, dude.
Those do look hard, bro. Damn, dude, with the alien.
Those right there, man. They probably find them in TJ now, bro. But $6.95,
Yeah, dude.
dog. And imagine, bro, if they're signed by Juice.
That'll be tight.
Juice.
So, hey,
He
when we're,
values them, huh?
when we're in Mexico, dude, and there's like these shoes that they claim to have came out before Nike, and they said like
Mike.
one of the guys from Nike went down there and he saw, and they're called Panam, so Panam, and they supposedly
Panam.
came out like 2 years before Nike.
They look at remember like the first Nike? It's like a runner shoe, in between a runner shoe and a soccer shoe, dude.
Hey, when you were a kid, did you ever have bullshit ass yummers? Like what?
No,
What they call? Oh yeah,
Those are the
nice,
Panams.
dog.
Those are from.
it is a swoosh though, bro. We went to the store.
They don't sell those in America, right?
in Mexico.
They're
though.
illegal, huh?
We hit them with the tariffs.
We should just wear those in support of immigrants, bro.
Yeah, that's a little Carlos Vallarta shoe
See right there, bro?
See,
That's like a Nike, but then they cross it out. No way.
No way. Chécate, güey.
Those are the no ways, bro.
So yeah, we went to the shoe in Mexico City, the shoe store in Mexico City, and they were like, "Fuck Nike." They're basically all.
Hey, fool, they look better in the pictures,
They
though.
do, yeah.
Hey.
In real life, bro, they look.
They look scrawny, fool.
Those look like real wide pro wings, like scats.
See, Pro Wings, that's an old school brand, dude. Old school cheap brand.
If they step on you, bro, it's gonna
Wings
hurt,
and what
bro.
else?
Yeah, they do. They look sick
Airwalks.
online, dude.
Airwalks were
Airwalks.
they were good back in the day. Now they sell them at Marshalls. fool.
What are those street shoes? Alley street shoes? Alley
LA
gear.
LA Gear.
Fuck that
You
shoe,
didn't like those?
bro.
They were like a wannabe Air Force One kind of.
Michael Jordan, no. Remember when
Michael Jackson
Look for
was-
the Michael Jackson Alley gears. They're probably worth at least $500.
Check, I bet, dude. You can't get those, dude. LA Gear tried to make a comeback a couple years ago.
They did, but LA
Yeah.
Gear had like their.
Oh, 1,200.
Yeah, man.
Okay, those are fucking.
Hey,
I
those
bet you Marcela Arguello has one of those.
Yeah, they totally look like something she would wear. Yeah, you have to have the steez for that shit.
Yeah,
They're
wear those to the.
unstoppable, bro.
Wear those to the goth club, bro. Look at those, dude.
Wow.
Heavy metaler shoe, huh?
Those are
Casey
sick.
Rockets shoes.
Hey, what are the Patrick Ewing original pony shoes cost, you think?
I don't know. Nah, yeah,
You
probably.
think it's like 1,200?
Nah, a couple hundred because you probably can't get them anymore.
He didn't have the
Mailman.
pump, huh? It was
No.
it was not his.
They were called. I remember it said mailman in the back.
Patrick Ewing was pony, huh?
Oh, Carl Malone is what I'm talking about. Sorry.
Yeah.
Damn, dude.
What?
No, just like a.
Oh, those are ponies, huh?
Yeah.
But Airwalk. Okay, so like you're talking about Airwalks. Airwalks had some really good
Damn,
shoes back in the
450.
day.
There it is, bro. I remember, bro.
Are
I
those
remember.
new, fool?
I remember fools were wearing those
I
dogs.
seen them.
I didn't have any, bro. I wanted
Yeah.
some. And who was the pump?
That's Reebok pump.
Reebok pump, right? That was
Yeah, yeah.
that was not Michael Jordan because Michael Jordan was Nike.
I think they were competing against Jordan at that time.
Oh, Magic Johnson had the pump.
Magic Johnson.
Nah, he had Converse.
Converse.
Nobody bought those
Yeah,
shits.
They said he messed up by not taking Nike.
He fucked up.
Yeah. That came out in his in the Lakers show on HBO.
Yeah, so even Larry Bird took the deal with fucking with Converse, huh?
Converse, yeah.
They were the green and yellow ones.
And then he had the purple and yellow.
Yeah.
Purple and white.
What a waste. Nobody wants those.
Yeah, they had no vision, fool. Yeah. And
had
that's
no
a basic
fucking
basketball shoe.
vision.
That's a basic basketball shoe, though.
You get those vision straight.
I think the original one was the Chuck Taylor.
Look up original Deion Sanders WHATS 1990 something. Those were some badass shoes.
Oh
bro.
yeah, those kind of been like
I wish I had a pair.
retroed since like the early 2000s.
My brother had some green ones, bro.
They're nice and light. Dude.
And you didn't even need shoelaces, bro. It just felt like
You slip them on.
a comfortable ass shoe.
And it fits. I think these new ones actually came out a little while ago.
Look
They're
for the
gonna come out.
vintage one. The vintage WHATS Deion Sanders.
That's prime time, dog.
Now, those were all right, man. You know what shoes I used to have, bro? I used to have the fucking guy that used to play for the Bulls.
Scottie Pippen?
No, the other one. He played later on.
Horace
He always
Grant?
got hurt, bro. He was.
Oh, Derrick Rose?
I had Derrick Rose, bro.
Derrick Rose is badass.
Look up
dude.
Derrick Rose basketball shoes. I used to bust those out, bro, to play
a homie,
with
dog.
you guys.
Yeah.
Oh, at fucking okay.
Derrick Rose was a business, dog.
What's the place called? It was in Highland Park. It was
Yeah, Highland Park. I had me some
Northeast.
black Derrick Roses, bro.
Glassell Park, bro, where you play at Parque de Los Angeles.
I had those. I had
Oh,
those black. I had
nice.
those gray ones, bro.
He had a handful of
How much are they worth now? Oh, still
Damn.
$66.
them. Those are Walmart prices, huh, fool?
Yeah, I had
But they
those.
look
Walmart.
sweet. He had another one like they were all red and black. They were badass, dude.
Oh, fool. How about the Latrell Sprewell
Oh, those are
with
bad.
the little wheel on the shoe?
Yeah,
Those
yeah.
are fucking whack.
But I think who put those out, fool? Not Airbnb, those and one, dude. Right?
And
or am I
one?
tripping?
So
The Latrell Sprewell one.
Look for Latrell Sprewell. Those were some whack ass shoes, dog.
Oh, Master P had a shoe.
So when you're talking about
was
Airwalk,
like-
There they
Airwalk,
go.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, those
What
are-
are they?
That wheel will spin, bro.
Yeah,
Really?
are
Like-
they,
what the fuck?
what's the brand on
They
them?
gotta be 800 at least.
Dada!
Dada! That's right. They just sponsored Joe Diaz and Ralphie May and Gabriel.
So
That was
that
around
was
and
street.
one
It was,
time.
it was like champion. or
Yeah,
what was
street
it?
league, street ball,
Yeah, they were trying to make it,
the
man.
street and shit.
Dada was up there with. Oh my
Hey, those
God.
Sprewells are hard though, dog. Come
Hard,
on,
bro.
fool.
You laugh at those, but people wear those shits now.
Those look like you're running against
Who else had a
somebody
shoe?
and your shoes hit, sparks come out. You know, like you're racing somebody.
Dude, the first Kobe's were Adidas, dog.
Hey man, when we
Yeah.
had those when
Those are
that comedian hooked up everybody up with and ones, every comic was wearing and ones. Huh?
Hell yeah, dude. Everybody had them.
They didn't have no shoe. You don't need shoelaces for those, right?
Yeah, I think he did. Cause didn't
Look for and one high top white tennis shoe.
Is N1 still around?
I don't know, dude.
I remember there used
They
to
got
be.
bought out, and it just whatever brand bought them became that brand.
Dwindled. I was gonna say an old school skate brand is Vision Street. Vision Streetwear.
They're still around, man.
Yeah. Didn't they turn into Draven or something for a while?
They bank on nostalgia, bro.
Totally.
Like crazy. Damn, they look like fucking. They look like
Those are Walmart shoes, fool.
They look like Big Five shoes now, bro.
Shaq's shoe came out in Walmart through Walmart.
Yeah.
Yeah, because he wanted to
'Cause-
make that shit affordable for kids.
So
Yeah.
they started that guy something Stoudemire.
Amir Stoudemire?
Yeah, he made his shoe available at Walmart too or Kmart, and he made a lot of money because a lot of people all over the world bought his shoe.
That's what I guess Shaq's argument is too, dog. That like low key, he fucking killed it, dude.
Low key, everybody around the world bought his shoes more than they bought Jordan at the time because Jordan was 150. His shoes were like 60.
And also too, the Jordan shoes are like kind of limited to a certain amount.
You gotta think about how much foot traffic does the Walmart get compared to like a
Grits,
sneaker
fool.
shoe, you know?
Hell yeah, bro. Then if you're not if you're selling that shoe at Walmart and you're from that town, sold out.
Oh yeah, hell
And
yeah.
you have a family, bro, and like your kids are, going back to school sales.
¿Quién necesita tenis?
Todos tenis aquí, like that.
Not to change the subject, bro, but at my show, guess what? Some memorabilia got brought to the show
What,
to sign. This fool had Willie Barcena's album, bro. Look it up. Willie Barcena's first album.
They're just jokes.
These
bro.
are just jokes. This fool had everybody's signature on it.
Even
He had
Chelsea.
Gabriel, Willie, and he had me now on that album. He goes, I just need these 4 guys. And I said, well, it's going to be hard to get this one because
Yeah.
he passed away.
Oh, he didn't have his? Oh, okay.
Hey, look at that.
Oh,
Good.
that's Dan and Green, huh?
Yeah, no, Dean Austin.
Oh, my God. Slip it.
So he has everybody's signature right here, bro, except Ernie G and Dean Austin now. So he's just, so I told him, bro, well, that comedian up there to the right, his name is Ernie G. You can find him performing in high school.
That's so cool.
Was it a CD?
A CD, bro. And then there's Dean Austin. That's Gabriel right there with a big machete, truer than life. And then that's me right there, bro. Look at me.
Damn,
So you
dude.
repping swole clothing, fool?
Hell yeah, bro.
Hat and shirt.
Hey, I like Willie's hair, bro. What's
Yeah,
up?
fool,
Hey.
you took it, dog.
Hey, look at this shit. I like Willie's hair, bro.
That's Willie's hair right there is like actor haircut where, hey, you want to be the tough guy with long hair or the business guy? And then he put his hair back.
That's vintage right there, bro. Hey, look, that's good. Willie.
That came out like 97, huh?
97, bro.
I have that CD, fool.
Damn, dude, what a legend. That's crazy.
If you play it backward, he's saying, Gina.
What's up, bro?
Hey,
What's
bro.
up, bro?
Juniors in high
Get
school,
my wife
bro.
out of it, dog.
Bro.
Shout out. Nice
Oh,
family.
dude,
I
1332,
want to
dog.
get that CD now, dude.
Right there, man. Go get Willie Barcena and tell him these.
I bought that shit.
I bought that
Music
shit
Plus,
on
fool.
Amazon, homie.
1332.
It took
Travis.
30 days to get here from China.
The terrorists, bro. They got a.
Who has a CD player right now? Honestly, I don't have one.
I'm
dude.
waiting for mine from China, bro. It's taking a while.
You have one, Rizzo?
My car has a.
Oh,
no,
yeah, my-
wait.
I don't have
Yes,
a
it
CD
does. Yes, it
player.
does. Yes,
Bro, I
it
put a
CD
CD
player.
into a car one time, the heater went on.
They heat it.
It turned off.
If there's a CD player in your car right now,
You're
that CD
old,
player
fool.
has a CD that you didn't put in there, man.
Man, that
Depeche
sucks.
Mode, huh, fool?
That sucks that like CD players aren't that popular anymore. 'cause
Orale. I never seen this part.
That's the back of the CD, dog.
Wow, that's me right
It
there.
also has a liner note, dog.
Oh, that's Ernie G falling asleep. Dean Austin and Willie up there. That's a bar.
That's
huh?
a Wild Coyote.
That's the Wild Coyote.
That's tortillas, fool.
the
Yeah, fool.
How do you get Rudy Moreno to go to tortillas?
that looks. Okay,
$500 in town, bro.
that does look familiar when we used to do Antigua.
Think that's a window right there.
That's the window, bro. Where he goes, fuck that. That's funny, man. Look at Willie's at right there. Okay, fools will be bombing that are regulars. They're like Rodrigo, me, people who are regular. They'll be bombing, and then they'll look over, like they open that window, and go, let's see what's going on outside.
That's dude, man.
Hey, what time Joe Diaz was bombing, that fool started singing, fool.
And then
swear, bro.
when Corey Holcomb was up there, he said, "This is a very humbling experience." And then Daryl Heath was up there. This is the night where a whack-ass comic would just start hacking.
Oh, hell yeah, fool. Hack to
Applause
survive.
break, bro.
Hack to
He
survive.
brought the crowd
Seriously,
back,
bro.
dog. Daryl Heath, shout out to him.
Man, that
That's
place.
another.
That
was
shit was
another
funny,
level.
dog. I remember that window, bro. Nobody paid attention. Fuck you, I'm gonna go look out the window then.
What are the neighbors doing?
He goes, oh man, are you hurt? Let me call the ambulance for you. Hey!
And fucking some fool comes up there and starts begging for change, bro.
That's the only place, bro, a full show, one sandal, and then a mini.
In those days, when you guys tell those
Drinking a
stories about how
scooter,
there's lines wrapped around.
Yeah, fool,
that
it was
place.
$5, dog.
$5
It
to
wasn't
get in.
free.
In Montebello, and this was like you guys were bypassing the
Beverly and
fucking
Poplar.
traditional media. That's fucking.
They were complaining about $5.
Yeah, fool. But like, dude, when I met this fool, they were already famous in their own thing. Like, they were on TV, dog. It was like Galivisión, dog, but just in English. So they were kind of like, that shit was hot, bro. It was like, dude, it was crazy.
Basically, you guys are like.
And that was like
almost
that was, dude, 15 years after Paul Rodriguez, fool.
Bro, we would get big comedians there, like Sean Wayans or Paul
Yeah,
Rodrigo
fool.
step in, or Corey, and they always had to look like they were kidnapped to do that show.
like, what are we doing here?
What are you doing here? I
Where's
remember
the-
I booked a comedian, and that fool took the bus from Hollywood, bro, to Montebello.
I think
Frankie
I know.
C?
Frankie C, bro.
I know what
God
bus
damn.
it is, bro. I
We're
know what fucking bus
this,
it
all
is.
looking at the.
He came from Melrose, so tell me what bus he took.
So you have to go to Sunset to take the free the bus that goes all the way down Sunset to Cesar Chavez. Then it's gonna go all the way towards East LA. Then you gotta walk over to Beverly and then catch the other bus on Beverly.
And
Hell no,
that'll
you
take-
have a better way. I don't know how you're gonna make it, but you make it to downtown LA. And they're right there on 4th Street or 3rd Street right there and Broadway. the Montebello bus stops right there,
Ah.
and that bastard will take you all the way to the mall. But you could get off at you could get off
Paramount.
You could get off on you could get off on Montebello Boulevard in Beverly, and then catch the bus there and get off on Paramount or get off on on Poplar.
Right there.
Right in front.
Because and also there's a bus that takes you from downtown LA to Disneyland, which is nuts.
Crazy,
bro.
huh?
Yeah.
That's a one a day, back and forth, right?
Yeah.
Or 2 a day.
I trip out on those people like that used to go to the show. I always feel like those fools are old, but fucking we're old.
Yeah, fool.
But I feel like they're older.
Yeah, you see sometimes they get up out of the wheelchair, dog.
But
Like me,
a lot of those people still go to those shows, bro. Like they're old, but
Fool, it ends when you die, bro.
Bro, we were performing at the Moody Theater. Oh, shout out to the comedians that were at the show.
Oh,
Rachel
yeah.
Wolfson.
Your weekend.
Rachel Wolfson, Tony Dabas, Enrique Chacon. That fool's funny, bro.
Hell yeah.
He from Kill Tony, bro. Straight up DACA. Yeah,
Really?
bro. Hell yeah, bro. He had a chance to be on Squid Games in England, but that fool said, they might not let me back in, eh? He didn't go. And that's funny, bro. And that fool had no accent. He sounded like a Southern guy.
Really?
He was born in El Salvador. So shout out to Enrique
You gotta adapt.
Chacon. He's doing a little Kill Tony tour with his Kill Tony comedians. He's been on 2 or 3 times. That fool's funny. And also Raul Sanchez, bro. Up there and shit.
dude.
Little Malito up there on stage.
San Antonio's finest, baby.
Yeah, man. Austin was badass, bro. We were at the Moody Theater. You were there with me with Ralph, remember?
Yeah, yeah. Back in the day.
That place is
Not
back in the
big,
day,
dude. I
people.
saw the
It
pictures.
was sold out, fool.
Congrats, man.
Oh, man.
And Houston, how was that, dude? Fucking P-Rod, fucking
Oh, my God, bro.
convict.
P-Rod is 7 years old, right? Shout out to Paul Rodriguez.
He looks good.
Paul Rodriguez showed up to the show, bro, with no handcuffs. He said, they dropped all the charges. They're gonna I'm gonna hit him with the biggest lawsuit ever for messing up my name and disparaging me, and he threw all these big words, bro.
Disparaging, homie.
But anyway, dog, so he's gonna come back on the show and talk about it.
Fuck
yes,
yeah,
perfect.
So that fool,
Defamation.
so bro, Nate Jackson killed, right? But this is crazy. Where we were performing is called the Energy Arena, but there's a Energy Center there, Energy Alamodrome. So we're right next to the Houston Alamo, that fucking big ass dome where that Houston Astros used to play.
Selena.
Yeah.
Is that
The
where
big
Selena?
dome.
Astrodome?
Yeah, shit.
That's where
shit there.
Selena performed.
This is where Travis Scott had his carnival.
Yeah.
So it's all blocked in. It's all gated up, bro. Paul Rodriguez staying at the Holiday Inn 7 blocks away. So they told that fool, well, you could just walk there, sir. So that fool walks, dog. Humid, hot. You know how Houston gets.
God damn.
So
right
humid,
now.
bro. So the fool said he had to climb a gate to get in. He climbed a fucking 7-foot gate. And then he saw this black man. Hey, man, can you give me a ride? He goes, man, I've been working too long. I can't give you a ride. I'm going to lose my job. You just broke into this place. I'm part of the show, man. Oh, listen, man. I'm going to turn, the old man goes, I'm going to turn my back, man. If you're on, you're on. If you're off, you're off.
So
Bro,
from the gate,
he shows up to the show sweating, bro, like he was chased by Burbank Police Department, bro. He fucking takes off his t-shirt, bro. I'm so fucking thirsty, bro. I'm supposed to start drinking all the waters, bro. He drinks he straight up downs one of those bubblies, and then he opens up the fruit basket, start eating all the blueberries, bro.
Parched, bro. What the hell?
All of them, bro. Anyways,
was a soda,
that fool, bro, he took off after the show with Bo Bundy and his homie to go have tacos.
shut up, dog. God damn.
He goes, "Who wants to have tacos? He wants to have tacos." And then Raul Sanchez like, he was all tired, bro, he drove there from wherever he's from, San Antonio.
How far is that?
And Concrete was there with his manager. He was not into it. But the Easy Band killed, bro. The Easy Band. And who else was there? Nate Jackson, Concrete Live, Raul,
P-Rod.
P-Rod, bro. Paul Rodrigo, that fool climbed the gate. But yeah, man, there's a picture of fucking Bo Bundy and Paul Rodriguez. They went to this Mexican restaurant and they have mad plates, bro. Of fucking rice, beans, flautas, carne with that juice and rice and beans.
Guisado and shit.
And fucking turn it up. Oh, we have
Carne en su jugo? Is that
Yeah.
what it's called?
we have barbecue for the green room for everybody.
Oh, dude.
Bro, it's different when you do these places that are arenas, because there's no green rooms, bro. There's no green rooms. They have to make a green room. Like they have to actually set up curtains like this to make a green room.
It's so
Because the
big.
place is so big, dog.
Yeah,
So
there's no
big.
walls, really.
There's no walls.
There's no walls. You can't.
You have to make your own green room.
You have to make your own cubicle there, basically, dude.
Bro, there was a lot of people at that show in Houston, bro. A lot. And then there was traffic, and the show ended late. I was the last fool to leave, and the Uber driver didn't want to get in because he was blocked in.
Bro, it's just like we were saying that one time when the times we've done shows with you and you've headlined what's it called, South Padre Island, that fucking
That shit was crazy, dude.
Dude, it's like we're telling you could do your own fucking festival, bro. There, like
Those fools were stuck on the bridge though for a couple hours.
Fuck
dog.
that bridge, bro.
dude, that's probably like. That's the first time I found out that fucking that Texas has beaches. Because, like, we always talk about
That
it.
show was like, what, 4,500 people, 5,000 people?
Nuts,
I know,
bro.
man.
South Padre Island show?
I don't even want Texas. Texas has beaches, man. Like some beaches, man, you step on seashells. On that one, bro, you step on like bullet cartridges.
Keys.
like you're right there trying to build a fucking you're trying to build a sandcastle.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, you gotta build a whole artillery. Because there's bullet shells all over the place, bro.
Fucking bunker, huh?
Look at that, yeah. It's
Like a port, or what is it called?
Texas, the only place where you see a sea crab, instead of having a conch shell, they have like a shotgun shell walking like this.
a fucking a cowboy hat.
And
Right?
then Galveston, bro, half of Galveston's pier is in the ocean, bro, from all the hurricanes. Like, if you were to jump in the ocean in Galveston, that's the only beach where you might get a splinter, bro.
Yeah, all the kelp, right? Isn't there like a lot of
Nah,
like...
dude, all the bridging and shit fell in, dude.
Fell in. And they didn't take it out, bro, because it's Texas.
Damn, dude.
We
Because
spend our money on other
when
stuff.
we were in South Padre, we're like, if we swim straight, we can hit fucking Florida. Remember we were saying that? Like, it'll probably only be, it'll be a couple of
Shark food over here.
I think we're lower than Florida, bro. Texas might be a little lower than Florida.
might be passing it, right?
Because you're in the Gulf, no?
You're in the Gulf of America right
yeah,
there.
You could probably
don't
hit
get it
like-
wrong, bro.
Because you're closer to Cuba than you are to probably Florida.
Ahorita me fijo.
Because Miami, Cuba is 90 miles from fucking Miami.
Yeah, you're right. So if you go towards the bottom, you will hit like the end of what's it called, the Keys, and like towards the Bahamas. So yeah, you're basically it's very low. That's why it's so fucking hot down there. Once I feel like you're part of Mexico, dude. Like it's basically Monterrey fucking weather, yeah.
Yeah, it's hot as hell, dude.
Bro, we were in Houston, man. Nothing but mini skirts and cowboy hats, bro, in Austin, Texas.
Because the heat's out now, huh?
The heat, bro. Bunch of people walking around with skirts. Me too, sweating.
Ya está empezando rápido, yeah, dude.
Yeah, man. So you ever like those when a skateboarder like of course Paul Rodriguez Jr. He has his Nikes. Do a lot of skaters, the hardcore skaters, do they end up buying those shoes or just for the fans?
A lot of hardcore skaters, they're fans. Like P-Rod, he has a huge fan base, so he does very good sales. So from what I heard back in the day, one of the most successful skateboarders that's been selling the shoe consistently since 1992 is Steve Caballero. He sells
Caballero still?
He sells
we had him here.
the half cab. He's been with Vans since '92, and he sells the half cabs. And dude, it's been such a good design since '92. And from what I heard, skaters get paid $3 per shoe. But you gotta think about it.
More than record deals.
Around the world. So the half cabs right there, the black, yeah. So on the bottom. Yeah, those are the half cabs. So those have been.
That was the first high top as well.
Those
Right?
are the first high tops. Yeah.
Because the last P-Rod drop was just like a Kobe drop or a Jordan drop.
Yeah.
Everybody bought them out and they sold out.
So these have been around since
All
1992. So like basically, yeah, 33 years already. The half cabs. And Steve Caballero, he's half Mexican and half Japanese from San Jose.
Isn't that Jankowski too, like up there?
Oh,
with the
oh yeah,
sales, or is he
fucking
like
yeah.
the most?
Yeah, Stefan
sell-out man?
Janowski, he probably has the best selling Nike. Yeah, the Janowskis. Those are the most popular Nikes right now.
When I was a kid, some of those skaters that were popping up in shoes, A lot of them went to like unknown brands. Like I remember, like what was the name of the guy that had big goggles and his Vision skates, right?
Vision skates.
They have Vision shoes. They were not that good, dude.
No, they're from what I heard, skate
A
shoes.
modified Chuck, fool.
Yeah.
Modified Chuck.
Yeah, that's what it was. It was black, right? And it just had
It
Vision.
had that little turtle shell on it. But
Yeah,
it was
I
kinda
mean, they
like
were-
a Chuck, dude.
They were okay for a while, but later on, those ended up being in Kmart, bro.
Yeah,
And then
It
just
totally fell
disappeared.
off.
that's true. Yeah. You're right. It was basically just a fucking Converse, like black. Yeah.
Those, yeah.
'Cause
Yeah.
Airwalks was big back in the day, and they fell off too, fool.
So-
They're at a big
Don't you ever
five
say
now.
that, bro. Adam Murray still wears
Okay, those are pretty cool Vision.
Etnies, fool.
So, Ray, look up
big
Airwalk
shoes.
540s. Those are the most popular shoes in the 80s. And
Yeah.
then they tried to make a comeback in 2010, and they brought that design back.
You know, we should have started liking it, but it was too late already.
What, fool?
I don't know. Maybe it's that brand you just mentioned, the one that has that little rhinoceros or elephant.
Echo.
Echo.
Look, Airwalk 540s. 540.
Echo had everything, huh?
Because they still survived in the 90s.
They did survive, yeah, because Jason Lee was
When I
sponsored.
didn't
by
have
them.
the money, I did want to have all Echo shit, like the shoes and the sweats. But now you look a bum wearing
So
that
those
shit.
were the 540s Airwalks. Those are pretty sick. They were big in the 80s, and they brought them back, and then they're too expensive for Airwalks.
I remember those Airwalks, bro.
Yeah, those are pretty.
So those Airwalks, you started seeing like people like that were like in those fucking
This new wave shit,
K-Rock
80s into
weenie
the
rolls
90s.
wearing those
Oh,
fingers.
dude.
Yeah.
Little Red Hot Chili Pepper
Drew
shoes
Barrymore
on.
busting those out.
Dude, Echo, when I was in high school, it was so popular, dude. Echo and fucking, ¿qué más había? It was
Etnies.
Osiris. But Echo,
Those were when the shoes,
Diesel.
yeah, those were when the shoes were big, dude.
Diesel.
South Pole was popular too when I was in high school.
South Pole.
Remember
Clothing,
that
right?
shit, bro? Yeah. Oh, those look.
After a while, bro, South Pole became fat wear, bro.
Oh yeah. Fat Farm.
Fat food, dog.
Because the clothes
I
was always
remember I had
big.
South Pole, bro, and after that, that's when I first started. That was my first double leg. I said, "Oh yeah, it's done."
But fool, like skater clothing back then was synonymous with tagger clothing. Shit was
was-
big,
yeah,
big
in the
cans,
Oh yeah, to
Big
put your,
shirts.
to hide your can,
Yeah,
huh?
exactly.
Yeah.
Con
To
art
hide
was
your
a big old-
board in the bus.
all that shit.
Skater shoes were the first ones to have
Conceal
the
shit, fool.
Skater shoes were the first ones to have the weed pocket.
Yeah, and then
Yeah.
underneath the
The-
sole too.
tongue.
But that's
yeah.
something like the big pants, the white shirt. That's something that the brand copied, but that's something that was started from the street
Yeah, that's
side.
street
Yeah.
shit.
Because
That's
somebody was
streetwear.
wearing oversized Dickies or oversized cheap pants,
Yeah.
and then the brand said, "No, let's make these big
This looks
pants."
cool.
That's
yeah.
Southern California, like mixture with
Straight up,
skate
right? Because I remember
culture.
later on when I was like in 2006, I was doing stand up. A lot of the girls were wearing big ass pants.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cause that like there was a brand called Con Art that was real like kind of underground and shit, had cool ass shit that kind of like grasped that little era, dude, perfectly.
If you're a good skater, man, you could skate with sandals, huh?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't matter what kind
Dude,
of shoe
you can
have.
grab a shitty ass
Yeah.
board and fucking make that shit pop. It's all
Yeah.
skillful at that point. And talent.
You ever skated with those skates that you have to put on your feet, like old school metal skates?
Like the are you talking? Like the
Like
old-
you gotta put them on, bro. Like
On your shoes. I've seen
strap
them.
them on,
Yeah. So those are before like skates. You put them
Yeah.
over your shoes. Yeah, I've never skated those, but like
bro. I don't know. I was never old enough to go there, but they used to rent skates at the roller ring, right? They rent skates, but I would see the photos, and they used to rent those skates, the ones you just strap on, and they could make them any size by big or small by locking them.
That was before my time, but I did see skates. They used to resemble shoes, like Adidas shoes, high tops.
Yeah.
Oh, I wish I had those.
Yeah, not the leather ones that when skating was all big in the late 80s.
you can
early
actually
90s.
go to like roller skate shops, and you can take your Nikes if you want, and they can modify it. And like
into skates.
my friend Kimmy, she's a roller skater chick, and she actually has some shoes specifically modified, where they install like the.
You know, man, have you ever been to a skating museum?
No.
Look up Skating Museum, Morro Bay. Or Surfer Museum, or I think it's a skateboarding museum in Morro Bay. And I went there, bro, and they got those boards, bro, where, yeah, there it is, Morro Bay, yeah, skateboard museum.
Little piece of wood.
Check out those boards, bro. You're going to just trip on these boards, Rodrigo.
Because it started as
and look at-
sidewalk surfing.
Wow.
Yeah, I used to go there every year with Lisa.
Pau Peralta.
Bro,
That was 80 shit
bro.
right there, 90
Check
shit.
this out, bro. They got the wood old ones, the ones that the fools used to do handstand with.
Yeah.
The little banana boards.
Yeah,
Yeah.
look at that shit.
See, those are the. You see, this was before like
Clamp, fool.
This was back when skaters used to get
Look
the
at those right there. The
roller
See that
skate
Tony
trucks and
Alva
put them
shit.
on skateboards.
Yeah, well, that's what the original ones are, dude.
Look at that. So
Before a company did it.
So that's the skateboarding museum in Morro Bay,
fucking
and
cool.
they got old ass boards. But they got some. They don't just have old boards, but they have old stickers from the 1980s there, bro. They're not even fucking peeled.
Damn, dude. The best movie to watch about if you want to learn about skateboarding, I think it's what's it called Lords of Dogtown, the original
That one?
The
Is
movie.
it true that most of the kids that get into skating that are Latino have no dad?
I don't have a dad. No, I mean, no, but, I mean, Peter, but Peter didn't live with his dad.
He didn't grow up with his dad. It's not like P. Rod Sr. said, he's your boarding.
I'm gonna teach you how to do the kickflip right now. I fucking broke my elbow.
But the first pro superstar skater was Tony Alva, which is Mexican
But
from.
he had a dad, though, right?
Yeah.
A shitty
And it's
dad, yeah.
Just
He's
'cause
from
he yelled?
Venice Beach.
How
back when
about, how about that guy, the one that passed away, the one everybody liked? He didn't have a dad either, huh?
Who, fool?
Jay?
Jay Adams.
Jay Adams.
Yeah, that guy was from the street. That guy was a gangster from fucking Venice Beach, like the whole Venice Trece. That's crazy, dude. That guy was crazy.
How about, what's his name? But Tony Hawk had parents, huh?
Oh,
Yeah.
dude, his dad was the most supportive guy ever. He's the
Christian
reason.
Hosoi has a dad, right?
Oh yeah, but he got him high as fuck.
That's how he launched off that ramp, fool.
That's funny you say that, because when you said Caballero still has shoes, I thought you meant Christian Hosoi. But these were the legend when we were kids. We were kids,
yeah,
huh?
they're still
Because
they're still
the
killing
guy
it
that
right
started
now, bro.
Power Ultra, those were the fools that were on those little skateboards, like
Yeah.
the Zephyr team and all that shit. They were like
Stacey
pioneers
Peralta, those guys.
to like the modern, you know.
What was it?
skateboarding.
You didn't mention the movie.
Lords of Dogtown.
Lords of Dogtown?
Such a badass movie.
How was the one with David Spade?
Oh, fucking.
It's a bicycle one, though.
Oh no, cause so there's Rad, and then there's also Police Academy where they show skateboarding. But you gotta watch Thrashing.
Thrashing.
Thrashing's with
Gleaming the Cube.
with fucking what's his name? Fucking from he's Thanos. ¿Cómo se llama el pinche güey?
Thanos.
The fucking guy from the Goonies. What's his name? What the fuck?
Josh Brolin.
Josh
fool.
Brolin, bro.
Yeah.
Cheesy Romeo and Juliet 80s
Oh,
movie.
that's
bro.
the one where they run into the skateboarding gang in Venice?
Yeah, so
It
yeah.
was so stupid, bro. There's a scene where this guy
There's
pop.
a couple of them.
Bro, there's
fool.
a scene where this guy pop locking in Venice Beach, and like 20 of those punk rock skateboarders, they push him off and take away his. They push him out of the boardwalk. He goes, "Breakdancing is the past."
Yeah, dude.
Shut up, dickhead.
So the whole thing about the movie is this one guy from the valley. He's in love with this one rival skate crew, and they're from Silver Lake, and they're like they just fucking bash heads.
Remember when they show him all badass skating down Echo Park in that hill?
Yeah, dude. So this is actually Jean-Claude Van Damme's first appearance ever in a movie with no speed girls. He's in the back dancing to the breakdance, the people doing freestyling.
Oh no.
Yeah, bro.
When
Yeah.
he gets drunk in Bloodsport.
Before
and shit.
Bloodsport, bro, he has the same body shape because he was about to film Bloodsport, dude.
Bro, when skateboarding was hot in the 80s for a little while, everybody would try to throw in a skateboard into the show. And there's a Charlie's Angels episode
Oh yeah.
where they're chasing a guy, and then the three of them all of a sudden put on helmets and they go after the skateboarder, right? But there's a funnier one where fucking Wonder Woman is chasing this white dude, and he hops on a skateboard, and that fucking bitch turns like this, and then she's all dressed like a fucking skater, bro, with
She has
long
a helmet,
socks.
right?
Man, like, she has some fucking long ass tube socks, baby shorts, looking all sexy with knee pads, elbow pads, a shiny ass hat, looking sexier. Look up Wonder Woman skateboarding, bro.
Isn't that supposed to be like a fucking Greek god? Why do you need a helmet? You know, like what the fuck?
She's Wonder Woman, bro. She's a Mexican.
Oh yeah, she is Linda Carter.
Check her out, dog. You know, hey. You know somebody, she's, look at her.
She looked good, bro.
Hell yeah, bro. Can she ollie? Look at those.
Yeah, you can twist your ankle with those fucking.
Oh, shred. No.
That's a board. Look at she had a board on backwards.
That's AI right there. That's AI.
No, that was way in the back in the day. She's probably standing right there, and there's a green screen behind her, and it looks like she's skating.
With boots.
What's up, Food Podcast? Let's take some calls and ask them if they've seen that episode. You ask them shoe questions, bro, okay?
I want to give a big shout out to my homie Frankie Villani. He's a pro skateboarder, sponsored by Primitive, P-Rod's company. And he designs his own shoes on New Balance.
Also,
Called
shout out
American.
to Rodrigo and Martin Rizzo. They're going to be in Kansas City in June. But also,
26th.
I'm going to do their podcast this week. Estan Ready podcast this week. So go check
Ready
that out.
tomorrow,
And I have a
baby.
big-ass dent in my car. That's ready, bro. I want a discount, eh?
Oh, phone call. Oh, shit. Where's my headphones at? Oh, shit.
Look it up, dude. Active collision.
Active collision. It's going to be fun, dude.
Come back in the Uber. Leave it here, bro. I remember
Hello?
you. What's up, fool?
What's up, fool? Say what's up, Adrian. What's up, fool? Me and my son are both listening to you, Felipe.
Who's this?
This is Roy from Houston. We saw you in Houston. Me and my son, we were like the third people in line at the meet and greet.
Oh, that's right, bro. What's up, fool? That's
What's up? Thank you, Lisa. Lisa hooked us up with tickets.
Hell yeah.
On the,
You met me and
podcast.
Paul Rodriguez in Concrete on a meet and greet.
Yeah. I didn't really beat Conquer. But you and Paulo, y'all are both real cool, man. Thank y'all very much.
Thank you, bro.
It was a
Hey,
badass
man,
show.
when you were a kid, what kind of tennis shoes that you want from your dad to buy you?
I wanted the pumps, but I get the bootlegs from Wieners. Yeah, Wieners in Houston. Do y'all have those?
Whoa,
So the
dude.
off-brand.
Wieners. Fuck.
Wieners.
So don't have a pump or they have a fucking button or what?
They had a tennis ball where the basketball was on the shoe lip. On the
tennis
tongue.
shoe, huh?
Yeah.
Wieners. How can you look up that shoe, bro? Wieners?
What is that, dude?
That was a clothing brand. Or the store. They would sell the off-brand.
Was
of,
it a
like,
gay? Was it a gay
the
store?
pump.
Also, right? It was like instead of
No.
leather, they sold pleather.
Exactly. Yes.
Wow,
I'm
bro.
good.
I remember, dog. Wieners must be like a store we had and over here called Zodi's.
Ain't lying.
Because you know how K-Swiss, how many stripes does K-Swiss have?
A shitload, bro. It's like,
No, the shoe K-Swiss,
4, no?
they have 4, right?
yeah.
So at the store Zodi's, they sold fake K-Swiss with 5 stars, bro.
Really?
5 stripes. And then like fools be staring at them, bro, like trying to count them when you're in the classroom, they're trying to count the stripes, and you know they're counting, so you gotta hide your stripes.
You look
Bro.
at them, you know they're off.
I know it's sad when they look, huh?
That was me when I had fake Jordans when I was a kid. I was trying to hide them though, because there's this one kid who was fucking just looking. He knew they were fake, and I was just like, put him in under the carpet. You know?
Hey, bro,
Identify those
did your
shoes,
son ever ask for tennis shoes like that and you couldn't get them?
He always asks for shoes like that. I can never get them. No.
You know,
No.
you should show. You know what's funny? Hey, Ben Affleck, bro. Ben Affleck, check it out. Ben Affleck's son. They went to a shoe convention, a tennis shoe convention, and there were these shoes for like, I don't know, they were $10,000 or $7,000.
They're like $7,000.
They were
Yeah.
$7,000, and then Ben Affleck said, "Get the fuck out of here, eh? That's the reason I'm not with J-Lo no more.
He said, "I'm rich.
Oh.
You're not."
I'm rich, you're not."
He's like, that's gonna be like. He said he's like me. Like that's like 100 lawn. What's called a line mowing the lawns.
Yeah, man. He said, "Hell no." What would you have done, bro? You're Ben Affleck with the cash.
What? When I bought them?
If your son would have wanted those $7,000 pair of tennis shoes.
I'd probably buy them for him. My boy does good. I have a good boy, so I spoil him and I get them for him.
He's got to one up. He's got to one up his baby mama, bro. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly. How do you know?
His son is
Well, my
listening.
Instagram.
Liar.
Oh, you're fighting for custody.
You got one up his baby mama
Yeah.
and the new stepdad, bro. You gotta.
Yeah. All right, bro. Well, thank you for calling, bro. Man, love you, man.
Hell yeah, man.
What's your son's name?
Felipe.
What's your son's name?
Adrian.
Adrian. Everybody tell Adrian what's up.
What's up, fool?
Everybody in the
Felipe?
chat room, tell Adrian what's up, man. How old is he?
17.
Oh, that's right.
17.
I met these fools, bro. I remember
Yeah.
them now. Hell yeah, man. Hell yeah. It was
Oh,
a
yeah,
fun
I
show,
can't-
right? Was that the
It
show?
was badass though.
Was that the
was
show
great.
where the guy was paraplegic in the front?
Oh, dog. I felt bad for him. I was so glad I wasn't in the front row listening to you roast it.
Bro, it was hard to walk away from that, bro. I don't know what I got myself
What did you
into.
say during the show? You said during the show, man, I thought the shit was gonna get funnier, but this story just getting sadder and sadder.
Oh yeah, bro.
He told you what happened, or
There
what?
was a guy like this in a like paraplegic, bro. And he was moving by a machine, and then I thought they were gonna be like, "Did you get shot or a drunk driver?" That fool said he was in a car accident. It was 11 months.
What?
So and I said, "So your dad been?" So I said, "Your dad been taking care of you for 35 years?" He goes, "Wow, bro. That's a lot of responsibility, bro. If I was your dad, bro, I would have suffocated you, bro, in that car, bro. No, fuck that." And then everybody died, bro. I ain't gonna lie, bro. Back in the day, bro, fools like you were not alive, bro. He goes, they would have options, bro, when you were pregnant. The doctor will go to your room. Listen, man, your son is gonna be handicapped, man. You want to just end this right now or live in turmoil,
dude.
bro? Hey, no lie, bro. I was digging myself lower and lower the more I talked to this guy, huh?
Put you in a fire pit. He throw you in the fire pit.
Oh my God, no! He goes,
baby seat.
I told that fool to throw you in the fire pit. Crazy, bro.
Yeah.
Wow, it was awesome though.
It was, man. It was a great show. Thanks, Felipe. I can't wait till you come back, brother.
Hell yeah, bro. How did Paul Rodriguez do? Did he do good?
Oh yeah, man. It's cool to see him, do his act. Last time I saw his act was on TV when he did with Cheech and came out on the Lowrider.
Oh, wow.
Hell
Lion
yeah,
King's a
dog.
comedy.
Damn, bro.
Lion
Wow.
King's a comedy.
What an honor. What a surprise by Nate Jackson, right? And Raul Sanchez.
Hell yeah, they were all good, man.
Thank
they were
you,
all
bro.
funny.
Hell yeah, man.
There
Shout
was
out to
no-
you. Thank you for calling, bro.
All right, bro. Take it easy. Y'all take it easy, Rodrigo.
Be cool, bro.
Rizzo. Later,
Peace out,
dog.
brother. Hell
Later.
yeah, dude.
Yeah, bro. Forgot about the paraplegic motherfucker at the show.
I was gonna say, so the whole debate that's been going on right now on the internet.
Oh, tell him, Gorilla. Look,
So
we'll answer that right now. Go ahead.
100.
Answer it. He'll be in a conversation
yeah.
with us.
Hello.
Hey, this is Joanna.
Joanna!
Sounds like a debt
What's
collector.
up, Joanna? From
What's
History for
up?
Fools.
What's up, man? History for Fools. Yeah, man, my favorite shoes were the freaking, oh my gosh, Converse back in the day.
Órale,
Which
dude.
Converse? What color?
They were white, and I still have them till this day.
Oh my God! Were they like all white? Because later on, because they had an off-white that everybody had, and then they had the real white one that came out later.
True white.
True white.
I had those, and I actually had the yellow ones in the beginning.
Oh
They were
man!
yellow. Then I had the red ones, and yeah, they were really awesome.
You know what's funny about Converse? In my neighborhood, they only have black and white and blue. You couldn't get any other
Oh.
color.
They didn't have, wow, that's crazy. That's
Like-
crazy.
Like we could like I would look at white kids when I go to the beach, and they had like light blue or yellow or silver, but all we had and we always
I keep
blue.
calling me white.
Yeah.
I'm not white. I'm Mexicana. Remember, I'm
You
Mexicana.
had to go to a Converse store to get the other colors, like an official
Really?
store.
Oh, so I had to get into. Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
'Cause I remember some stores
And
would
then
just
we
have
were
those basic
hustlers,
colors.
man. We were all hustlers. My parents were hustlers, and I was a hustler back then, even though I was a child.
Where'd you grow
and
up
I
at?
Still got some. I'm from Texas. Remember, I'm Lubbock, Texas.
Oh, what's
Lubbock.
up, Lubbock?
Buddy
What's up,
Holly.
Lubbock?
Buddy Holly, man. When you were a kid, what kind of shoes did your brothers want?
They were all wearing like those other shoes. They were wearing like those Nikes, and they were wearing those Pumas. Man, they're a lot older than me. Yes, they were wearing like those Pumas. I
fat
can't
laces
even
or
remember,
what?
man.
You know, Joanna, I've never had Pumas.
I never had two.
Those are like a
Ooh,
soccer
kind
shoe
of
too. They're suede, dude. The OG one.
I don't know why I never got
Yeah,
Pumas.
yeah.
I've had them for a couple times.
Hey, do you remember a shoe? Oh my God, do you remember a shoe, Joanna? You guys, that was the bootleg version of Pumas, and they look like little whales.
Oh.
They're called whaleys. You remember?
Trying to, but I don't want to lie, Adam.
She remembers.
I
Wait,
remember.
look-
Look it up, Ray. Whaleys.
Whaley.
It's embarrassing, bro. Like if Pumas cost $30, These shoes cost 20.
I was gonna say, back in the days, Kenny Shoes had a bootleg Vans, dude.
Hey, when I was a kid, Joanna, and I'm pretty sure
About
you
old
were
shit.
the same age, pro kids were for losers.
Kids, right?
Pro kids, dude.
Like, nobody wore pro
I never
kids. They were
went
too
that
cheap.
way. I never went that way. I never went towards that way. But yeah, it was crazy. Those are crazy times.
She died at Whaley's, bro. Look it up, bro. Oh, my bad. They're called Stadius. Stadius.
I remember those shoes.
Stadius. Stadius. And they were
Reebok and Reeboks were too. Also
Stadais. Stadius.
I got it. You're so funny.
Hell
You're so
yeah.
funny. Yeah. But yeah, I don't know. I was just the crazy kid.
Those shoes right there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Look at those.
Look at bootleg Reebok, huh?
It does look.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Those tennis shoes.
It kind of does look like the Reebok.
Bro, they
but
make
I remember
they make a bootleg version of every shoe, like Reebok,
think,
Nike,
that's like-
and they look like a little whale.
That's like a
Felipe
European
nailed it.
Look at those.
There it is.
tennis shoe.
There it is. That one over there,
Stadia.
the green one. The green one. Click on that one. Up there. There it is. The one on the bottom. Right there, the green one. The green. Oh, there it is. The whale.
I see.
Oh, the
There they
whale.
are.
Oh
There they
my
are.
God, dog.
They
Little
would
goldfish.
use those. They used
Yeah, from
Hey,
Kenny.
man.
Kenny
From
shoes.
Kenny shoes.
They had bootleg Vans, fool.
Horrible, man. You
Yeah.
wear those, bro. You better if you wear those. If you never got roasted, if you never got bullied, you got bullied that day, though.
Yeah, and that's the shit that you wear till you're like 7 or 8 when you start like realizing what cool shoes are, dude.
And if you're wearing those in your
I was
40s,
always
you
in my
probably have bad knees. But
You're probably
Converse.
cheap as fuck if you wear those in your 40s.
I was always
dude.
in my Converse because I would see my older brothers and sisters breakdance, and they were always in the Converse, so I was into Converse. So, or Adidas, I was into Converse or Adidas till this day, but I really like, now that I'm getting older, I'm not going to say my age. No, why don't I just say my age? We all know we're the same age. I love New Balance because the older we get, our feet tend to change, right?
They're like prescription
So
shoes,
I
bro. The
haven't-
New Balances.
Walking on
Oh my God, those are
Pillows,
the best
dude.
now.
those new Hokas,
Those are the best
like that
shoes.
thick,
I know, man. Gabriel Iglesias been wearing New Balance and started doing stand-up, man.
old school.
They look like baby shoes.
Because back in the day, they were all white.
They're great.
Well, the-
Yeah,
You know,
yeah.
I ain't gonna lie,
I like
bro.
them all.
I wear Birkenstocks tennis shoes sometimes. You know, gotta protect that heel.
I didn't know they.
But
I
you-
didn't know they had Birkenstock tennis shoes.
Yeah,
I wear
you
sandals.
need a doctor prescription for those.
Like clogs, huh?
Well, you're so funny, Felipe. I do have the sandals. I call them chanclas. We call them chanclas here, okay?
I love those
The
chanclas, man.
boomerangs,
Little Jesus
the
chanclas?
boomerangs.
It presses that little heel on the palm of your foot, bro, perfectly, man.
Because you just start molding
Yeah,
it with
they
your
do.
foot, right?
Is it like
Yes.
what's it called? Memory foam? Kind of like that.
What's up, Joanna? This week on History for Fools, we're gonna do
What's
the
up? I'll
history
be
of
there.
pimping, history of big pimping.
Yeah.
Bitch,
Oh,
where's
Jesus
my money?
Christ.
So,
I'll be there.
so I will slap a bitch and I'll talk to you later.
Iceberg Slim,
Toma,
right?
perra.
Later.
Later, fool.
Bye.
Have a
That's
good
big
one.
Bye.
Joanna, bro. She listens to the History for Fools every
Hilarious,
week.
dude.
She hit up Butch in person about the show one time at the show. We were talking about to the gorilla, bro. Tell us.
Okay, so there's a debate that's gone viral online where people say, can 100 guys beat up a gorilla, or can a gorilla beat up 100 guys?
Okay, man. Out of 100 guys, 20 are gonna die from that gorilla for sure.
Dude, the gorilla will
Get an
rip them
arm ripped
apart.
off.
Yeah, and then and if you're still standing around, you're gonna be next. And
Yes.
then that gorilla's gonna. There's no way, bro. The gorilla weighs a ton.
Unless those fools have weapons.
Like, okay, but it can't be 100 of me's. It can't. It has to.
No,
be,
it has to be 100 gorilla-looking fools.
It has
dude.
to be like 100. Like
football players.
It would have to be
linebackers.
100 Joe Rogans, but they're gonna be as tall as Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, bro.
or like 100 like tweakers
Like
maybe.
300, huh?
100 cholos.
Sparta.
I think fucking like 5 plates could do it by himself. Answer the phone, please.
Hello.
Hello.
Hello, what's up, fool?
What's up, bro? The question is, can 100 people beat up a gorilla?
Yeah, they catch him from the back.
You think so? Like all 100.
Oh,
Like,
wait a minute.
How you gonna sneak up on this fool?
The fucking, you gotta sneak up with a gorilla while he's shooting his podcast, eh?
Sneak up on that fool, yeah.
it's a
Fool
silverback.
here's leaves,
I
fool.
bet you that for his hair probably can hear people
Yeah,
walking.
little ants on leaves, dude.
It's a silverback gorilla, bro. The ones with those big old fucking muscles and big old asses.
You can
bro.
hear them when they just rock
Hey,
their
those
chest.
gorillas are limbo too, right? They could hang on trees, right?
Yeah, they're strong and they're vegetarians.
Yeah.
But they're just, dude, look how they're built.
And who's this caller, bro?
Jesus Navarrete, fool.
What's up, fool? Jesus Navarrete, bro. What do you think, bro?
All official.
100 people. It would have to be. How about 100 Rizzos? Can they beat up a gorilla?
Nah, 100 Rizzos can't even beat up a chimp.
How about 100
crazy, bro.
Bush Escobars, bro? The way he is right
like-
now, bro. Physically, the way he is right now, diabetic and all that.
I think
On steroids, eh?
10 butches with a size 17 shoe or whatever, no?
What about 10 MC Pancho? No, 100 MC Panchos. Can they?
Back in the prime, bro.
Probably 100 Joe Diaz will get murdered by himself right now, bro.
what about
I think 100 Dante Wilders, no?
or what about 100 fuck, dude.
100
Good
I
one,
say,
bro. I think, bro.
I think if they get shots.
I think if you get 100 people, and I could name 20 of them, but like they would have to come in after the first fight get murdered, bro.
You're right.
Like Cain Velasquez,
Yeah,
and that one dude, bro, the one that was the heavyweight champion of the world from
Ryan Garcia?
No, from heavyweight, bro. From he's from San Diego. Cain? No.
San Diego.
The heavyweight champion, bro,
Tyson
from San
Fury?
Diego. No, Mexican.
Oh,
Andy Garcia?
Andy Garcia. Yeah, Andy Garcia, bro.
Wait.
Cain Velasquez, Tyson. And is right now Tyson.
I think 100 Cain Velasquez in his prime, 100 Tyson. If you get him in a good spot
Yeah.
and don't stop, but they're gonna have to bum rush that fool.
You have to. You got like
Tyson,
I
he'll bite his nuts off or something.
I don't think even 20 people can hold that gorilla in any kind of hold. Bro.
No. There gonna have to be a lot of sacrifices in the beginning. Then you're gonna get them tired, and then fools gonna start having to attack the vitals.
But these
the-
fools rip
the
faces
organs.
off,
Yeah,
bro.
that's what I'm saying. All right, that fool's ripping off a face. All right, everybody attack the kidney, bro.
So it
I
has
think
to,
I think as fast
think if
as
you
that
kick him in the
gorilla,
choke that
as
fool out,
fast as the
can't
gorilla is, he'll kill 8 of them right away, bro.
80 of them?
Yeah.
He'll
I
just
think
like-
10.
Just-
It's because it takes
just-
so long to kill
Just
fool.
shaking one fool, he'll probably pick up one fool and start swinging them, bro.
Yeah, okay, so he picks on one fool, another, so those other fools gotta cut. That's when you sneak up on the back and hit those kidneys.
You guys are acting
and
like-
all the pancreas, fool. The
I think if they
liver.
were to
crack it,
grab
crack the-
all
crack
those
the
little
liver.
ass Mexican fools that rob people in Mexico City, they could take on that gorilla, bro.
Yeah, but the little fools have little knives, fool. Like,
Oh, that's
you know,
right, huh?
you can't, like, this is like human brute strength.
are acting-
Because a long ass fool like Dante Wilder can choke him, bro.
How about
their necks are thick.
But you get a
bro.
long ass
what
arm.
happened, bro?
Like,
Jesus, what happened, Jesus?
sorry.
Hey, do the old trick in high school. Some fools sneak up and like crouch down from behind and somebody push them over and boom. It's
Oh, you
over.
ain't gonna do that.
I don't think there's
dude.
enough. There's not enough. Like even like
It'll crush.
oh,
the
there's 100 people, right? But there's not enough people to hold on to those legs, bro, at the one time.
It
you
has
know?
to be 10 people on each leg.
Yeah,
10 people on
no,
each arm.
You can't
bro.
hold 10 people. Cannot hold one leg. It has to be 3 of them, and they
Yeah,
can't.
and then 2 fools on the arms, and then fools just bombing on him. Because the other thing is, if you hit him in the back of the head where his brain is, like ours, if you get that part, you got him, bro, or a temple shot.
I think I'll just show that fool a picture of his mom, and that fool just gave up, bro.
Like the OnlyFans picture.
You guys are acting like this was Thanos, bro. Fucking, you can fuck up a gorilla, bro.
Well, I mean, we're not. I don't know if anybody's crazy enough to
Bro,
try.
you can't even beat up a guy your size that weighs 300 pounds.
Yeah, didn't you get robbed by high schoolers? Two
Hey,
of them?
they're tall high schoolers,
How about
bro.
10,
Scared,
10
dude.
fools on PCP? I think 10
That's
fools on
another.
PCP,
That's
I
another
think,
option.
yeah.
But I think you got to hit this fool sober. No drugs.
No, there's no weapons. It's like
Yeah.
it's like 100 guys get teleported out of nowhere, and then you gotta fight them.
I think that the 1983 Raiders defense was the 2006 Raider fans. They could be taking on that gorilla, bro.
The fools that look like Max Montoya.
But it has to be the 83 fucking full blown steroid Raiders with Lyle Azedo, bro. Marcus Allen, like full fucking with their football gear, rushing. You think with I think 100 football players, bro, NFL
Yeah.
dressed
Oh, yeah.
in NFL gear. Just get 50 of those and 50 of the biggest, best fucking rugby players from Europe and New Zealand, and they could take on that fucking gorilla, bro.
100 Maoris, I would go for.
Hell yeah, bro.
Some
Because
Samoans,
those
bro.
fools don't have pads, fool.
The freaking a couple of mates from Ireland that are fat, bro.
Oh yeah, like it's because dude with pads, dude, that fool's gonna beat the shit out of you with those pads, fool.
100
Choke you to
Samoans?
death.
100 Samoans?
Don't you ever
Yeah.
disrespect me wearing pads trying to fight my ass.
How about you put the gorilla in the left field pavilion or right field pavilion and see if you can survive right there.
Hey, fucking, if the buffet's free that day,
Shit,
baby,
that fool killed 10 babies, bro.
they'll end up in the wheelchair, fool.
100
What's up, fool? Thanks for calling Jesus, man. All-time
right, fool.
listener, biggest fan ever. Thank you, bro. Always
Hell
snapping.
yeah.
Always.
All right, see your food.
Gracias, bro.
Somebody said, "What do we tickle him?" I don't think they
I
have
think a couple fools could do that too. I mean,
I think maybe if somebody were to find a weakness, like grab his balls right away, but man, dude, as soon as you let go, he's gonna kill 5 people.
Yeah.
No matter what you do, bro, every time he gets free, he's gonna kill 5 more people.
it's because the thing is, with one of those grabs, it's like a bear. He can just rip your face
Yeah,
off. Or
Is a gorilla paw stronger than a grizzly bear paw?
I don't think so. But listen, we can find
Cause I
out.
remember, bro, I remember that one when that one dude and Jason in New York. And then that one boxer tried to be like Tyson, and at first he was fucking him up, but then Tyson punched him in the face,
His head flew
and his
off?
fucking face blew off, dog.
You know, it's funny that you said that.
What
'cause
is there to read it, bro?
A grizzly bear would likely have the advantage over a gorilla due to its size, powerful claws, and thick pelt. Yeah, I think the pelt on a bear is even thicker, way thicker than.
So they take on bees, huh?
Yeah, fool. Or like just shit won't like pierce that skin to cut it open, dude. And a gorilla, you can kind of see its skin already. It has like the light, not cat hairs, but like cat hairs on like a Doberman and
But
shit.
don't people
Like
wrestle like grizzly bears already?
Bro.
Like, for
Yeah,
fun?
but those are tamed and they're all
Grizzly
drugged
bears
out.
could fight, bro. When I watched that Predator movie Fury, when the Predator shows up in the native land, a grizzly bear made that fool bleed, dog.
Really?
Yeah, it ain't gonna be like shit like
Okay.
the Revenant, dog.
But have you seen like in the zoo when the gorillas start fighting each other and if they can take each other's punches without no damage? Like imagine a regular person's punch, like.
But times 100.
100 people cannot take on 2 gorillas. I'll tell you that right now.
No, not 2 girls. One, maybe.
Yeah.
Those fools are wreck shop, bro.
And also 500 humans cannot take on one big ass male lion, dog.
I think I'm no lie.
They're gonna have to grab the arms. There's gonna be a lot of sacrifices, but 200, I think so.
Yeah,
fool.
you gotta just break the legs, the arms.
But there's
But
gonna-
physically, he'll be just tired after mauling the first 100, bro.
Yeah, that's what's gonna happen.
Yeah.
Because a headbutt from a lion or a gorilla will kill you, right?
Yeah.
From a
Fool,
lion.
If I'm fool running and just hits you like a football player, you're gonna fly.
Yeah, but those fools are just gonna take a swipe at your face.
Like-
dog,
like
and it's
bowling
over.
pins?
It's over.
Yeah.
It's over, dude. If that hits you in the chest, he rips you open so bad that you can't even like recover. You're just gonna fall and bleed to death.
But I always feel like when those fucking hyenas take on a fucking giraffe.
Oh, it looks crazy, right? All jumping on
And
the
usually
back.
it's about what, 5 or 6 of them, maybe 10 or 12.
10, bro. That's after the giraffe already stopped her own baby.
Hey, but
Yeah, and then-
hyenas are this big right here, dude.
Right, they're
tall.
big ass dogs. If we see them in person, they'll be big as fuck.
Whoa.
But they're just knocking down a tree. At
Bro,
them.
I didn't even know how big hyenas were. So I seen these Africans holding one like a pet.
They're
that
huge.
motherfucker is taller than a fucking dog.
And they're
Get
built
on
different.
there.
They got big humps and big old long necks, dude.
Phone call, please.
Yeah, man. Nature. Hello.
What's up, fool?
What's up, fool? What are you doing? How come you're not smoking chiclets, dog?
Oh, bro.
Shout out, bro.
Shout out to Chiclets, bro.
Woo! That's what happened. We got chickletted out right before, bro.
Can 100 guys beat up a gorilla?
Can 100 guys smoking Chiclets, bro? And then after smoking Chiclets, can they take on a gorilla, bro?
Hell
Coffee.
nah, bro. I
Nobody
think if
did
you're all
that
stoned
shit
like
before
that, it's
peak
not gonna
form,
happen.
What?
dog. Nobody could even. Have you ever seen a gorilla knock another gorilla unconscious?
You can't. It's impossible.
Look, bro, those like you think 100 fools are gonna put a dent on that fool? Like those fools are like meant to be like not like hella stronger than humans. Those fools don't even knock each other out. You swear our little punches are gonna do something.
Our little but 100 Willie Barcenas can.
Bro, every time they take a gorilla down, it's always with a tranquilizer, it's never with a hammer.
Oh, yeah. Because you want him to come back all nice, dude.
Yeah.
I mean, you got to go fix his tag, you know.
What's up for this E-Zone?
Yeah, this is me, fool.
Shout out to E-Zone,
Oh,
Flavors
what up,
by
dog?
E-Zone.
What's up,
I
bro?
still have that fool's candle, bro.
I'll give you some other ones, dog.
Hey, bro.
You know, realistically, those gorillas, if they wanted to, like if they got in like organized, right, in the zoo, they could bum rush the fucking glass if they wanted to. They're that strong.
So they could do like an actual Planet of the Apes and take over if they wanted to.
They would
I
have
don't
if they
think the
could.
only reason they don't is because they don't want to fucking pay taxes and shit. They know they're gonna have to work and shit.
Yeah, they get free bananas, bro. Why would you do that, dude?
They're smart, but they're not that smart, dude. They're pet smart.
I know, man. Imagine, bro, like if five gorillas were to get off the LA Zoo and start bum rushing fools on that one street, bro. What's that one street that runs by fucking out of the zoo?
Riverside Drive.
Vermont.
Oh,
Vermont,
Zoo
bro.
Drive, fool.
Zoo Drive. Like just going straight on Vermont, nobody can stop five gorillas, bro, without shooting them.
Yeah. You go out onto that street, out to Los Feliz, the other side, what?
They're gonna smash all the hikers
yeah.
on the way down. They're gonna just leave a trail of just dead hikers, bro.
You get a gorilla that knows how to wear fucking bulletproof like fucking protection, it's over. They're gonna take over. That's it.
Yeah, right. They would have already if they could.
A gorilla could take a stabbing, but not a bullet. Like, you know how that fool in Terminator 2 where he put that knife in that fool's back?
Yeah.
A gorilla could easily take one of those and keep fucking you up.
If
Their skin's pretty thick. Their skin's
yeah,
pretty,
just a muscle. If they hit muscle. But no vital organ, he's done, bro. And what if they hit that fool in the brain? He's on?
I think their skull is like 6 times thicker than the human skull. That's what I'm saying. You can't knock that
You
fool out.
can't, huh?
I don't know.
So when did this thing start? When did this thing start? This
It started as a tweet, I think, like a couple of days ago, and it just kept going. Like somebody said, I'm pretty sure that me and 100 homies can fuck up a gorilla, and after that, comments kept going, and now it's like
the original one's 100 ninjas, right?
100 ninjas, and now it's 100. I think
you could hit that fool with a truck, like literally. You know how you hit a deer? I think you could hit a gorilla going 60 miles an hour, and that fool can easily just get back up and be like Hellboy. Just be like, what the fuck's up?
That fool would be limping though, dog.
It had, dude.
He'll be angry as fuck.
Yeah.
The thing that's gonna happen is like
too.
it has to be 10 increments of people, like 10 guys go and make them
Some of
tired.
these war strategies right
Yeah,
here.
you have to
Line
strategize, dude. So 10 people go in there, and then like
pull out the catapults, dude.
Until 10 people are done fighting, the next 10 people come in until the gorilla is tired and he has
He's
no
gonna
stamina.
kill a lot of people.
Do you think like 50 Michael Clark Duncans?
100, yeah.
100 green miles? Yeah, dude.
Because the thing is, that's how they are, dude. Gorillas are gonna fight raw. And that's how they're born. That's their nature. You know, us humans, we learn how to fight. And become
Our fist, physically, no matter what fist we have, it's not gonna knock that fool out.
No.
Nobody in this world has a fist that can knock that fool out.
So that's why it's gonna take a lot. You're gonna have to knock that tree down.
You gotta take the eyes out. You gotta take the eyes out.
Well, that's the other thing.
Yeah.
That's another thing. Because even if that gorilla bites you, it has those big old vampire teeth, those big ass colmillos, dude.
Hey,
Yeah, gorillas have bangs, dude.
Yeah, they will rip you up, bro.
somebody with real bad teeth decay, like 3 plates, has to bite him in the balls and kill him, bro.
But that'll take like a couple weeks to kill with the infection, not right away, fool.
It's strategy, homie.
Yeah, you're gonna be fighting that fool for 3 weeks, but that's a challenge, fool. That's a challenge.
Take the eyes
yeah,
out,
bro.
rip the balls off, and then, yeah.
Thanks for calling, bro. Shout out to E-Zone, man. We don't smoke the same podcast.
Fun podcast.
Salute to you fools, man.
Oh,
Appreciate
yeah,
y'all.
man. And he does that podcast, the eating podcast. What's it called?
We don't eat. High and hungry.
High and Hungry.
Yeah, he's had everybody on there, dude.
Who can eat food sober now?
I know you gotta get all stoned.
What's up, caller?
All lit.
What's up, fool?
What's up, fool? Who's this? Oh, hi.
This is Mario from Atlanta.
Mario from Atlanta, bro. How
shit,
many
dude.
Marios can beat up a gorilla, bro? None, huh?
Hey, fool, give me 50 crackheads from Florida. Fucking yayo, we killing the gorilla, bro.
Yeah, no drugs, bro. Sober.
Oh,
They're gonna die, bro. 50 people will die. They'll lose their mouth.
Yeah,
I'd never say never, but fuck, man, that's a hard ass challenge, bro.
that is, yeah.
I'll fuck up a gorilla, dog.
Yeah,
You
right.
think?
Fool.
No,
Not you.
bro.
Bro, you get
Me
beat
and
up by
Rizzo.
a chimpanzee.
I'll tell Rizzo to kick him in the nuts.
Well, even like 100 of you fools that are black belts in jiu-jitsu, man, have 99% 9-point chance of losing, bro.
A kick can't fucking
I'll give you a percentage
make
point.
damage, bro, unless you kick him in the balls hard, you know?
He's gonna have to
If
be
I
strong.
activate my jiu-jitsu on that motherfucker, it's over.
Damn, this fool's confident, huh? Fool?
Nah, bro. I think even if you get a good hold, he'll still break it because of his strength.
He'll just probably grab your hand and just rip it back and
I
break
think
it off.
while you're trying to grab his throat, he'll just run real fast into a tree and smash you with the back of his back.
Dude,
Yeah.
this has to be the dirtiest fights. Because, I mean, shit, we're going to have to go back animal level, dude. Like, this has to
You
be
gotta
crazy.
eye out that motherfucker.
Somebody has to
bro.
grab his testicles, and you know what I mean? Crazy shit. Like, somebody might have to shove his hand up his ass.
You know who'll
That's what I
fight
was
him?
thinking. That's what I was thinking.
You know who'll
Grab
fight
him
him?
in
That
there.
British fool, Charlie Bronson.
Yeah, that fighter for the guy that's in prison, the bald fool.
Charlie Bronson.
All slippery and shit with a bunch of baby oil on.
You know what?
Baby oil.
Hell yeah, bro. 100 people with baby oil could probably beat up that. But nah, bro. He's going to
Give me
catch it.
standing start.
He's going to get so mad and start fucking fools up.
Yeah.
You slippery fucks.
And see, it's not going to be the average gorilla. This is going to be the best of the best
The
gorilla.
best of the best?
Yeah, why? Like, dude, you're going to give the best of the best humans?
I asked you.
And-
Wow, that's even harder, bro.
And that's to be in. He has to be in heat, bro.
Yeah.
You know, and everybody gotta be naked.
Yeah. Oh, that's even harder, bro.
Beat you up and tear you up, fool.
No,
Fuck you up, yeah.
What does
Yeah.
that say, bro?
Fully grown, mature silverback male. The world's strongest gorilla is typically
How much do they weigh?
It can
size
lift.
and height.
It can lift over 163 pounds.
Nah, dude, 800 kilograms, 1,763 pounds.
Bro, think
Of
about it, bro.
dead weight, fool.
100 humans, bro. 200. They weigh 200 each. It's only 2,000. He still beats them.
Dude, this fool weighs as much as a car, bro. More than a Volkswagen.
Yeah, so 100 people that weigh 200 pounds times 100. Well, how much is that? 2,000 pounds?
He can lift up like 8 people.
2 times 100 is 2,000 pounds.
Yeah, so
right?
20,000 pounds of 100. No way. Imagine, bro.
But look at the back. It seems like he has a muscular cover before his skull
You
begins.
can't choke him, bro.
You can if you have a
No, you
long enough.
can't, bro. Look at that.
If you have a long
If
enough arm.
100 motherfuckers pick up a rock and throw a rock.
No rocks.
weapon,
no
bro.
rocks, dog.
No
Physical
weapon.
strength.
If that fool working as security at the club, he won't let nobody in, bro.
Yeah.
Dude, just chicks, huh?
So if it's 100 of us and one of us picks up another one of us,
Side fighting
we
that fool,
throw
dog.
50 motherfuckers at him, and then the other 50 fuck him up.
The way it will work is like.
Listen, bro, that's in the cartoons, dog.
Look at little rascals over
They
here.
know, okay, 7 dwarfs over here. Oh, I'll take that fool down there.
Hey, what's with that big ass arm though, dog?
Imagine, dog, they clothesline your ass.
Yeah, it's over, dude.
Dude, your head hitting the ground is gonna kill you.
Hey, look up how many gorillas have killed humans, eh?
They're very docile, I feel. They don't do shit.
That's a big word, huh? Docile,
It hurt
dog.
my
I'm
brain,
gonna put your
bro.
docile ass inside that pen, fool. Oh, extremely rare.
A gorilla won't want to fight, probably.
Wow.
What's up, Mario? How's Atlanta, bro?
Good fool, fucking fun as hell.
How's the tariffs over there, bro? It's getting harder to get wrestling pads.
A gi?
A gi.
No geese from China.
Mercury made geese, homie.
Hell yeah, bro. Mario, what's up, fool? Thanks for calling, dog.
All right, well,
Órale, güey.
Hey, Mario. Oh, he left. Okay, I think what kind of shoes he wore. Probably Huarachis. Probably wrestled with Huarachis.
Pro wings, fool.
How many paisas, bro? Like Cain Lopez, right? How many people you think he could beat up at once in his prime? Like physically
Like, okay, Kimbo Slice.
like us.
15.
15 at once?
Yeah, dude. You never seen that video of that Butch showed us of that Navy SEAL fucking up like 12 dudes after a bar?
Yeah, he
Okay,
keeps shot all of
if
them, bro.
this guy, okay, is that Navy SEAL?
But that's what he's gonna have to do, though.
Yeah, you're gonna have like that fool from Bully, bro.
Cause you're like, you know what I mean?
Alpha dog style.
Yeah.
Always wanted-
Oh, that fool
everybody,
fucked shit up.
everybody always wanted to come into a party and beat up fools. Alpha dog style.
That's
huh?
that fool that just got divorced from Laura Prepon from fucking Orange is the New Black. Well, I forget that fool's name. Hell and High Water. Oh, that fool fucks him. But he was tweaking, fool.
Hey.
He was tweaking
Okay.
hard.
Can a gorilla beat up 100 tweaking ass Nazis, bro?
I don't know. That's a good one, fool.
Like the Nazis that run the first layer of Nazis that rushed into in London, bro. The first ones.
They give him meth, right?
Oh, I thought,
Yeah.
I thought you were talking like the fucking polar bears from fucking Blood In, Blood Out, fool. Like big old, like, you know, a white gorilla.
How many Popeye? How many Danny Trejos, dude?
Answer the phone? None, bro. I forgot beat up at a parade.
Young Danny Trejo, though.
He slipped, fool.
I'm talking about fucking Dust
They
Till
were throwing
Dawn.
acid. Who's throwing acid?
Talk about Dust Till Dawn, Danny Trejo, bro.
Bro, still
That one
still
would've
the same
slipped
guy,
too, eh?
bro. I don't know what about Latinos, bro. We can't get buff, huh?
Yeah, we can't.
We're not into hormones, eh?
I don't know, bro. Like we start getting buff, then all of a sudden, bro, our chest look like a fucking plancha or something, bro. It never gets really
A plate.
like physically, you know, like even Kane Lopez probably, bro. But
Wrestler bodies?
wrestler body. Hello.
This is a
Okay,
heated
that's
debate
it,
that
eh?
just keeps going forever,
Do
dude.
you have shows coming up?
This weekend, dude, Boise, Idaho with you, and Saturday, Yakima, Washington.
You, bro?
This weekend, the Jimmy Kimmel Comedy Club in Las Vegas with Super Ego, Timothy Delaguero, Pedro Flores, and Ricky Shucks. Come on down, 2 shows, Single My Weekend.
Also, shout out to our podcast follower and listener and podcast guest. Our first guest, episode 1, Juan Garcia, the cheapest comic in the game. He was in a car accident, and hopefully he's all right.
Yeah, he's all right,
Him
dude.
and Sancho, they're in a car accident.
Here in Sancho. Sancho gonna be all right?
Dude, I'm going to put his shit out there, but he's in bad shape. I think he broke his back, bro.
He's diabetic. He was eating a Slurpee when it happened, or what?
I guess he was like, you know, like not feeling well and starting to pull over, and then homeboy lost control of the car, dude. But homeboy dislocated his thumb and broke his arm, but he's doing all right.
That's Chepo's taking a car accident as a passenger, huh?
Because, dude, wasn't it back in the day him, Loma, and...
Richard Villa, bro, the fucking...
No, it was, wasn't it Chavago?
I thought it was Richard Villa and the car flipped over.
Yeah, they said they were holding
They were holding on the top of the car and it was on fire,
sliding.
bro. It was sliding.
It was sliding, right?
Yeah.
The hands were all hot, bro.
Dude,
I want to say it's a Forerunner.
it's crazy you said that because my cousin, when he got in a car accident, the car flipped and same thing happened. It was sliding and he burned off his hair on his head because the fucking room was
Damn.
hot, bro. Yeah, dude.
Shut up, fool.
Yeah.
So Juan Garcia messed up his hand, right?
Yeah, they popped it back into place, but he broke his arm.
Fuck.
Yeah, that other homeboy's in bad shape, man. Sucks, man. Shit can happen, man.
George Wang also got hit by a car.
I saw that shit.
He got hit by a
We're
car,
wearing
bro.
shorts?
Shorty shorts,
He's
shorty
dude, I was mad. I was so mad. It was an Asian guy that hit me. The guy was all fucking like, he just went like that. Like, you hit him.
Damn.
He flew over he said like he looked at the footage, but the cops can't give him the footage until like after the lawyer and stuff like that.
How's your son now?
5.
5.
Cinco de Mayo, dude.
Time
He
flies.
was born Cinco de Mayo?
No. He was born in August.
Time flies, bro.
That was your son.
5.
Oh, my dogs?
And watch when some fool pops out 3 years from now somewhere.
Imagine,
fool.
bro. How many little Rizzos can beat up Big Rizzo?
Hey, when fools say that, like, you know, I don't have any kids that I know of. You know if you have kids.
You know,
Hava.
motherfucker, but you see those bills.
You know when you jizz, you know when you jizz in somebody, bro?
Yeah, you'd be all like, dude, somebody will knock on your door.
I know,
fool.
like, oh,
Oh, they what are you talking about?
but I know, like, it's weird, like, when comics, you know, forever, they never mention the kids. Then all of a sudden, little goofball son shows up out of nowhere.
Close to the goofball. That's what. Was that for the Howard Stern used to fight all the time? Imus in the morning?
Yeah.
A bunch of goofballs over here.
Oh,
call.
shit. Okay,
Oh, yeah,
phone
man.
call. Last one.
Hello.
What's up, fool?
What's up, fool?
Who's this, dog?
This is Pedro.
What's up, Pedro,
Pedro
man?
de Pacas.
I voted for
What's
you.
up, Peter?
Oh.
When you were a kid, bro, what tennis shoes that you want from your dad to buy you?
What kind of what? Tennis shoes?
Yeah.
Fool
As
went
a
and bought
kid,
that.
I don't remember. I remember I bought these Jordans way back in the day, and I thought they were super cool. And then growing up, I realized they were pretty whack. They were the Jordans that had that little bracelet that wrapped around your ankle.
Oh.
Well, this fool had an anklet. What are the Mexican Jordans?
Yeah, it was like a Mexican. They even had shoelaces. They had a patch that goes over the.
Those
instead
are
of
hard,
shoelaces, It had like
fool.
the
Oh, hard. I
Velcro one.
Yeah.
remember those.
with the shit that went around your anklet. And
They look like
growing
spats.
up,
Yeah, you got to at the Jordan Midnight Mission, bro, in downtown. Those are the Air
Oh,
Jordan
man.
Downs projects.
yeah, bro. I don't know what they were thinking with them shoes right there.
Hey, there's some brands out there, man, that you see them, but like only like a certain type of people wore them. Like if you wore Sergio Tacchini, you're probably a big fucking drug dealer in the neighborhood.
Because those shoes
Yeah,
were
with the
expensive though, back in the
tracksuit.
day.
Or you wore
College
Troop.
shoes. Damn, Troop.
Man.
Bro,
And
Troop.
listening to Troop.
Bro, I ain't gonna lie, dog. When I thought it was gonna blow up, but never did. When I had my academic shoes,
Yeah.
academic outfit, academic sweater.
That was making a stain for a while in those
That was a brand?
2000s. Yeah.
That was-
It's
that
like
was-
academics.
Back then,
Academic.
in those times, it was a 2004, from 2003 to 2007. You could still wear other brands and nobody will give you shit.
Yeah, because fools were rocking, like Ja Rule was walking, like a couple like rappers, handful of rappers were rocking that shit for a while.
Lisa, what is that brand that what's his name? Mad About You was wearing in that Red Oaks? Essie, right? It's like a. Oh, Alessi. You heard of Alessi?
Yeah, that's the tennis stuff.
Oh my God, dude, they have the best
Suits.
tracksuit. Alessi. Look it up.
Shoes.
ELLES.
Let's see.
Yeah, bro. What's up, bro? So you grew up in Pacoima and shit?
No, I'm calling from Gardena right now, smoking a joint. You got a hash hole you blazing?
Hell yeah, bro. Shout out to fucking
Chiclets, fool.
Cheekless, dog.
Hell yeah. Hey, Felipe, I wanted to ask you a question. What's a serious moment that you couldn't take serious?
Serious moment I couldn't take serious? Oh, man.
Like a child support case.
Oh, man. Oh, man. Probably when we were in the classroom, bro, the teacher said to shut up, and we couldn't shut up, bro.
Oh my gosh.
And I kept laughing already, bro. I couldn't stop laughing. They kicked me out of the class.
That makes you laugh more. Though.
Bro, they sent me to a classroom where I had to take my shoes off.
What? Why?
They sent me in a classroom, bro, where everybody in that classroom had all their periods in that room.
Well, that's like
Oh yeah.
that's special ed, fool, right?
No, it wasn't special ed. That's if you're really bad, bro.
Well, I know like on-campus suspension, right?
That was me.
Or on-campus
It
intervention.
was
Oh, super senior.
It was basically the Breakfast Club. It was the Breakfast Club all year round, bro.
Yeah,
Because I
'cause
kept
breakfast
fucking up
club's
so
Saturday,
bad.
bro.
IS,
Yeah, ISS.
So I had that
You're
all
an
year,
agent.
bro. It was crazy. 'Cause I used to ditch so much, and I just, dude.
My teacher, I had a teacher, I don't know what period it was, but she'd always kick me out of the class 20 minutes before it ended. Like, she didn't want to see me no more or something. She hated me.
Just gave it to her too
Like,
hard, 40 minutes straight.
Sometimes her and I would clash, and then she goes, I want you to get out of my classroom now and just wait outside somewhere. And I said, all right. Where you want to wait at? I don't know. But I want you physically out of here.
Just not
And
in
I'm
my
like, she
classroom.
always maybe big words, bro. Physically, I want you physically out of here.
Remove yourself.
Remove yourself. Because I would say something funny, bro. Like something funny that adult humor that she will get and she'll get mad.
That's class disruption, you know what I mean? I'm trying to teach here. Well, teach.
That's
Because
a
one time a
proper-
teacher said that I want you guys to really nerd it. And I asked, how much you make? I asked her, how much you make an hour, man? Because
She's over there losing her house. Huh? How much do you make?
Man.
That's part of being a teacher. You gotta control the room.
You
right?
have to. You can't lose your cool, bro.
Yeah, bro. Then when a teacher snaps, it's over.
I remember looking at my brother's teacher, bro, Miss Mata Leones. She looked like Lisa, bro, but young, bro, like maybe in her, I don't know if she was, but she must have been like 40 already, bro. And then I remember telling her, is there any way that I could just go home and live with you in your house?
What?
I could be your little man.
She said, I already have 2 kids. I know, but you might need a third one. Don't you want to go to your house? Nah, it sucks. I remember the first time I told somebody my house sucks, dog.
When you grown up, you know fucking your shit sucks. Fool. But it sucks because you know that shit every day, dog.
Bro, I had some tennis shoes, bro, that every time I would kick, they would rip. I had my socks coming out of the shoe, bro.
You're like, I don't want to play
What
soccer.
kind of shoes were they?
I don't know, bro, but they bought them at a supermarket where you tell that lady, give me 2 kilos de frijoles, some huevos, y esos tenis.
What? The bananas, bro.
Yeah, they were hanging like that, bro. They were like You know how they have those Vans, but then they came out with real fake Vans, bro, with like a little bit of sole.
Yeah. Oh, it's like the
Karate shoes.
The ninja shoes.
Yeah, like little
Bro, they wear these shoes, bro, to fucking clean houses.
like prison shoes. Yeah.
Prison shoes.
Yeah, that's what they are. Yeah.
These were like
No laces.
some were Van Doren. These were Vandy Camps. Or somebody bagged them and called them Vandy Camps.
Because of the fish stick,
Somebody called them Van Goes, bro. You're gonna be deaf to wear those.
What are Ninja Turtle shoes?
Cleats?
Bad
Those
dog.
ninja shoes.
What's up, fool? Shout out to the homie calling from Pacoima and Gardena.
Órale, homie.
Yeah, man.
Thank you for
Come
calling,
on.
bro. Thank you, man.
Richie
No
Brown for
problem.
life, homie.
Enjoy the
yeah,
show.
bro.
Have a good rest of the night.
History for Fools this Sunday is the history of pimps.
Enjoy that joint.
Hell yeah.
Thank you. Also, stay tuned, everybody who's listening. Lisa and I are gonna have a podcast on TV and and movies. It's gonna be what do you binge? No. What? It's gonna be called Do You Even Binge? You know that they say, do you even lift?
Oh yeah.
It's called Do You Even Binge?
You guys are doing it
binging.
right now or next time?
Next time, yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
What's up, Fool Podcast? Do you
man.
even binge? History for Fools. It's not ready. Saved by the what?
Say by this Squad by the Bell.
Yeah,
Classic.